Guys, so this is my video about my transformation, and before I get started talking, um, I'm gonna just show you a few of my before and after pictures in case you haven't seen the transformation I have been through. Here they are. Hey guys, there's probably a ton of echo on this video, and I just wanted to talk to you today about how I really got started in my fitness journey and my weight loss journey. If you didn't know already, I've lost about 100 pounds. This was a long time ago, so my weight fluctuates up and down within about, I would say 5 to 10 pounds at any given time. But it's about 9 years ago, almost 9 years ago, I was at my very highest weight, and I had 3 kids within 3 years. My youngest kid was about a year old, a little bit older than a year, and I actually at that time weighed more when she was a year old than I did when I was fully pregnant with her. And I could go into all kinds of reasons why that happened, but that's not really what this video is about. So I made up my mind to make a conscious effort to try to change the trajectory of my life and my health, basically, and how I felt. And today I'm going to share with you the 3 things, I guess, that I did kind of slowly, not like quick fixes, that really did carry me all this way to where I am now, and have helped me maintain the progress that I've made without feeling like I'm living any sort of a different life than other people. I didn't have a weight loss surgery. I think when I was my highest weight, I probably could have qualified for one. Now, there I was. I had lots of weight to lose, so I thought, and that way I could look better and feel better. And I knew that if I tried any sort of like appetite suppressant or any kind of cold turkey, just like straight up eat this really regimented, crazy diet, I was going to fail. I was going to probably give it a good go for 3, 4, maybe 5 days, maybe a week, and then I was going to call it quits and do the whole yo-yo thing and spiral back and go back and like eat more and worse and probably gain even more weight. So I came up with a plan. I don't really even think it was a plan at the time. It was just what I thought I could handle. So my first thing I did was say, okay, I'm just going to eat less food. I'm not going to change anything about what I'm eating. Still going to drink Coke, still going to eat fast food, still going to eat carbs and potatoes and chips and breads, and no changing the contents of my food. I'm just going to eat less. I'm just going to try not to finish all of my food. Just order a little bit less, eat less, get used to eating a smaller volume of food. And at that time, I was eating a pretty big volume of food, and one of my biggest fears was, oh, I'm going to feel hungry. So that was my first thing I did. Just eat less of the same thing. Okay, so after a few weeks, like I said, this wasn't overnight. After a few months, I then saw some results. I mean, I was exercising at this time too, but like that wasn't going to change my physique as much as changing my nutrition was going to. So after eating less, step 2, after I was already used to eating less, then I tried to eat less junk food, like change the contents of my food by eating less junk food, fast food, burger combos, fries. If I did go to a fast food restaurant, I would get like the burger or the sandwich, but no fries and no Coke, just get water. Try to eat less from a package, less frozen meals like lean cuisines or, like toaster strudels and things like that. Just really try to eat less processed food, less junk food, and cut down on how much soda I was drinking. Still drinking soda, but I was trying to like make my sodas last longer. And at this point, I was already used to eating a smaller volume of food, so it wasn't like a big adjustment for me to try to enhance the quality of what I was eating. And I've always been open-minded eater and enjoyed foods like, vegetables and protein and stuff. So it wasn't difficult to have a variety of foods. I was just changing that. And so once I had cut down the volume of food I was eating, I changed the content I was eating by trying to limit junk food, processed foods, packaged foods. Then I got into more of a phase of really refining the contents of my plate and trying to be more intentional about how much protein I was eating, how many carbs I was eating, how much fat I was eating. I definitely, at this point, this was at least a year and a half after already cutting down the amount of food I was eating and cutting down on fast food and processed foods. Then I got to the point where I started to learn more about composing my meals with more lean proteins, using healthy fats to feel full, and cutting down on the amount of carbs that I was eating. I wouldn't say that I ever really did a complete low carb approach to really lose the weight. I did try like some cleanses, like a Advocare 10-day cleanse where you didn't really eat any processed foods or any carbs or grains, but nothing like extreme low carb, just really changing the macronutrients in my plate. But I wasn't tracking macros. I wasn't calorie counting or tracking in an app really. I was just trying to know my hunger cues better and get used to eating a higher protein diet with healthy fats and healthy carbs. And that, all in combination, those three things, that really helped me cut away at the 100 pounds of excess weight that I eventually did lose. Of course, I did exercise, I did lift weights, I did start running, and all of that contributed to my weight loss as well. But none of the physical activity could have even really put a dent into my weight loss unless I would have changed the way I was eating. And now it's been so long since I have changed my eating habits that sometimes I'll think, man, like I couldn't even go back to the way I used to eat before I like physically would not be able to eat the volume and contents of the food that I was eating at that time. When I weighed 100 pounds more than this, it would make me ill. But, and also to be honest, like I could see how if I steadily got relaxed and comfortable and allowed myself to eat more and more junk food and drink more of my calories, then maybe I could slowly get back to that. But that is not the plan. And it's been this long and I haven't let that happen. So pretty confident that it won't. So anyways, thanks for listening to the 3 ways that I got started on my weight loss journey to lose 100 pounds. Let me know in the comments below if this is helpful to you or if you've used any of these approaches in your journey. And if you have any questions, you can comment below, or you can find me on Instagram at Chelsea's Fit Life, or Facebook. I have a Facebook page that's like Chelsea's Fit Life. You can find that on there. Just search that or click on my links or whatever. Who knows how well I'm doing on my YouTube channel right now, but just that you watch this. My biggest tip would be just like slow it down, take it one day at a time, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. And then, like it's cliche to say, but little by little, a little bit makes a big difference. Thanks for watching my video. I hope what I had to share with you today was helpful, and I hope that if you're on a journey towards improving your health, that you find something that works for you. And that's all.